Filter. I'm Diane Mizota. We're down to the last 3 spots on our countdown of the best online games of all time. But before we wrap up, let's catch up. Here's a quick recap. Madden NFL 2003 touches down in the 10th spot. You can fight as Capcom or SNK players, but when it came to EO, nobody's fighting. The game comes in 9th. That little devil Diablo comes in 8th place. EverQuest keeps going, and you keep going with it. You voted the never-ending journey into 7th heaven. Your shortcut to manhood comes in a little cardboard box as SOCOM US Navy SEAL soaks in the 6th spot. Blizzard blazed a bright shining star with the game at number 5, StarCraft, but they lit up the online sky with our 4th place finisher, Warcraft 3: Reign of Chaos. Meanwhile, lighting up the Earth with a phalanx of high-powered missiles and laser charges are the 40-foot giants of Mech Assault, your choice for game number 3.
Mech Assault it's just simple, go in and blow each other up. It's nothing really fancy. You're in a giant mech, someone else is in a giant mech, and you go out there and you just shoot them with rockets until they die, and that's good, quick, and fun.
Well, Mech Assault is our fantasy to be invincible and to jump in the robot and have all his weapons to the control of our own mind.
You could customize your weapons. You can customize just about everything that's you could put into it, and it allows you to really test to see what's good, what's not for the mech, and what's good for you and what's not.
I think Mech Assault is another pioneering type game. All the other mech games that we played online were first person. This one's totally different, kind of isometric perspective. And again, it's a console game. It's real easy to get into, and I think it'll bring a lot of people who wouldn't normally go online into the online arena.
Who wouldn't want to tango over the World Wide Web in one of those world-leveling mechs? Sadly, however, not all games are created equal. Here are a few titles that aren't online, but that you think should be.
Well, I think the one game that everybody's waiting to go online is Grand Theft Auto. I mean, once that goes online, which, we're all assuming it will at some point, I mean, having a big city where you can run around and not just run over, mindless citizens, but that's actually somebody, and they're gonna shoot back at you, that's gonna be nuts.
Super Mario Brothers would be a great online game. I don't know what it is about it, but I just think it'd be so much fun to, jump around with people, run around the environments, and just be goofy together.
Maybe some more racing games.
Gran Turismo. I know how all the computers are going to drive the cars. It'd be nice to get somebody, who has my murderous intentions for a driving game.
More fighting games. More of those 3D fighters that kind of take the arcade experience of that competitive nature of being in an arcade and kind of bringing it to online.
One game I think should be online that isn't is probably Pokemon. I don't know why, but Pokemon I think would be really fun online. For a lot of people, probably Pokemon.
Well, one of the games that I'd like to see online would be Medal of Honor, and just have this massive war going on with the Medal of Honor style graphics and feel and everything. That I think would be really cool.
I mean, I think that's the future, is online, and I think all games should be heading towards that.
Just be patient, guys, and maybe you'll get lucky. Of course, if you exercise too much patience while playing either one of our finalists, you're likely to get smoked. Grabbing the top 2 spots are Battlefield 1942 and Unreal Tournament, a couple of games that are sure to keep your trigger finger reared and ripping away. Battlefield 1942 makes a killing because of the variety of vehicles you can maneuver around in, while Unreal Tournament makes a killing because of the killing. The game is high-octane, no-pause butchery, start to finish, but can it get the kill when it matters most? It's time to lock and load as fast forward meets rewind in another Filter Face-Off.
What I enjoy about Unreal Tournament is how frantic it is. It's probably the most fast-paced online first-person shooter.
I would probably pick Unreal Tournament. Sometimes you just don't want to think about what you're doing. You want to leave everything behind, and it lets you do that. It lets you just beat the beep out of something.
You get this awesome guns. It gives you this great sceneries, great graphics, no lag, and it's just amazing for
PC party game. It's just awesome.
We play LAN parties with that game as well, and there's like honestly like 20, 30 guys just playing, and it's so much fun. Play for hours.
Between Battlefield 1942 and Unreal Tournament, I take Unreal Tournament easily. It's a classic.
In a filter face-off, I'd choose Battlefield 1942.
It's so much more than Unreal, which is just a straight shooter. While Battlefield 1942, you actually control vehicles, and it's a mass war. I mean, you actually need your teammates to work with you.
You're also, jumping in planes and things like that, and doing all kinds of ridiculous things. Firing guns from ships.
Unreal Tournament against Battlefield 1942. Battlefield 1942 wins. More stuff to do. Looks fantastic. World War II setting. Best game of the year.
Choosing between Unreal Tournament and Battlefield 1942 is a really, really tough choice. But I think at this point, I'd probably have to go for Battlefield.